those who are organizing for inviting me. Today's reading is from the Gospel of today, for those who were able to attend Mass today, for the Catholics. I chose this text precisely because the apostles in today's Gospel, the disciples on their road to Emmaus, they were so frustrated, they were so tired, they were sad, and they were moving up. And coinciding with what we are doing today, we are having kind of an end of the year program, right? And this is my first semester in BC, and so my first time writing papers, exams due. I can imagine how it's so difficult and challenging for me. And amidst that, the disciples were so happy when they recognized the Lord. And that's why I invite us to do a very brief reflection on today's reading. Now, today's gospel from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 24, verses 13 to 35. The scene begins with a conversation. They talk about all these things that had happened, but their talk does not heal them. It only exposes the problem. They had hoped Jesus would redeem Israel, yet suffering made redemption feel impossible. Then Luke shows the spiritual root. The issue is not only lack of information, it is slowness of heart, faith that is partially formed, but not fully trusted. Jesus responds with scripture, not as a lecture to crush them, but as a mercy that records their minds and reorders their minds. He asked what they were discussing while they were walking. Then he rebukes gently, slow of heart to believe all the prophets, and then he interprets the scriptures to them. So the whole story of suffering and glory makes sense. Luke even describes the inward effect. When Jesus opens the scriptures, their hearts begin to burn, hope returning from the inside out. Finally, at the meal, they recognized him. He took bread, blessed, and broke it, and gave it to them. Their eyes were opened. You notice that recognition happens when they receive, not when they merely figure it out. Then Jesus vanished. But their joy does not end in private comfort. They return. They go back to Jerusalem to testify. As Pope St. John Paul II put it, their experience turns them